Hey, what's up YouTube? It is Captain Shock here. Today I'm bringing you some solo gameplay on Fringe, and it placed me into a losing game that's already started as usual, and I just join in and I'm using the Kuda with silencer and extended mags. Wow. So Treyarch released a patch recently on the 27th of the 7th 2016, and they nerfed a few weapons and they buffed a few weapons. So they nerfed the Kuda, guys. Really? Why would they nerf the Kuda out of all the weapons? It doesn't make sense. Oh, by the way, this gameplay is taken after the patch, so this is the nerfed Kuda I'm using right here. And you can see, once you follow the procedures, you can destroy. No matter how much they want to patch the gun, no matter what they do, once you follow the procedures, you will overcome all of this. Now, I'm all for a balanced game and balanced weapons, but in my opinion, the Kuda did not need a nerf. And I would love to see the reasons why they decided that the Kuda needed a nerf. I can actually feel a slight difference in the Kuda, because I've played with it and I have thousands of kills with it, and a lot of time playing with the gun. So I definitely feel a difference, but is it a huge difference? Well, the short answer is no. However, it's going to make things slightly difficult, a little more difficult for you guys and myself included, but there's ways to overcome that. Now you can see in this video I'm using the exact same setup that I always use on the Kuda, which is extended mags and suppressor. However, if you guys are struggling just a tiny bit, then put on quick draw, extended mags and suppressor, or extended mags, suppressor and rapid fire. So those three attachments, just choose which one and it will help you out. So nothing really changed for us, just continue what you've been taught. The Kuda is still a top tier weapon, it will not hold you back, and you will destroy with this gun. We don't fight enemies head on anyway, we always try to flank them and kill them from the sides or behind, which is the better way to do it. Now the VMP also got nerfed, and it's still a top tier weapon. It's still a very competitive weapon. However, there is a significant bit of recoil now from medium to long range, even for me. So just be aware of that. But as I've been teaching you guys, we don't engage long range target with the SMG anyway. So you can see I've been leading you guys correctly down the correct way, the correct path, and the correct techniques and procedures. So choose your engagements correctly, avoid the long range encounters, prioritize your targets, and play intelligently. Now the Vespa is interesting. It actually got a buff and it's pretty good now. So I'll be making a video on that in the future. And I know I did an elite class setup for the Vespa, so follow those attachments. It's a beast weapon now, and you'll be seeing it a lot more on this channel. And it's a good buff, I have to give it to them. The Vespa has a good buff now, but I hope it isn't abused. I know the Man of War has apparently been nerfed, but if you use quick draw, grip and stock with the elo sight, it really minimizes the effect. So try it out and let me know how that goes. I'm not a fan of the nerfing culture, all of these guys who play and get mashed up, they complain on Reddit or whatever the forums are. They complain and say, nerf this weapon now, nerf this, it's overpowered. Well, most of the time it's not the gun to blame, Sometimes the gun is not overpowered. Sometimes it's just the person who's complaining is the one that needs to get better. They don't think like that. They always look for something to blame against because, they have poor skill, they're not willing to learn, and they want the easy route. Sometimes it's not about the gun. Sometimes it's about yourself. So try and better yourself first before complaining about certain weapons and getting nerfed. And those guys, you never see them complaining about the Brecci, the overpowered shotguns, the ranges of some of those shotguns, the Marshall spam dual wield, the trip mines and shock charges. You don't see anyone complaining about that who's complaining about overpowered weapons, strangely enough, right? And I know Wonderheart views these videos sometimes, and I know you guys don't have an easy job, it must be very tough fine-tuning the game and balancing it. But more buffing and less nerfing in the future. Also listen to people who actually play the game as well and put some time into it, and be selective of who you listen to. I do prefer a balanced game, a very fine-tuned game, competitive game. But the approach of buffing the weaker weapons for it to compete with the top tier weapons is a better way to do things in my humble opinion. Also the flinch, you know when you start flinching and you use high caliber, it's very unfair when you get a lucky headshot due to that flinch. So these are all the things, you know, that should be looked into. And the lag as well, the lag has been terrible lately. So you know, you want a stable connection, you don't want randomness in the game. And I'm happy they buffed the FAMAS, I'm happy they buffed the HD40. I'm all for buffing lower tier weapons to, you know, bring them up to par with the other weapons. I don't really like the nerfing culture. But I'm just calling out the guys who always complain about the SMGs, the ARs, but never complain about the shotgun spam and the marshal spam, the trip mines, and the shock charges. You never see them complain about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary and found it informative and my views on things. And there we go, the game ends here. I brought it back, dropped to 47 KD on these guys. So I'll always keep everyone here updated on any significant changes, which will ensure that we are ahead of the game. Take care guys, bye.